After the SO9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant. He'll be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. Bingo. Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her. What? Do I have any proof of this? You're damn right I do. She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant. It's also what happened in this incident. The murderer, Detective Bruce Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her. What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. Oh, you're damn right I'm serious. You accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder? You're damn right I am. Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edgeworth said in easier to understand language. Looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this. Good question. Bingo.
Take that!
This is the ID card list. Yes. The one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 777777777. 7 sevens. It's your number, Chief Gant. The safe in Chief Gant requires a code to open. A 7-digit code. I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 7 sevens. Same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you went to the evidence room on the day of the crime! Chief Gant, so you admit it. You went to the evidence room on the day of the crime? Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone? Detective Goodman wouldn't happen to be with you that day, would he?
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor. You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gant? I'm afraid you just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting? Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. Would it be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the Chief of Police. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. Yes, to transfer the evidence out. Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered that room. Bingo. Exactly.
Objection!
That's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body. The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime. For no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course. So you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time I thought it was just a useless clue taking up space. This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body. The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car. Bingo. Precisely so. You did return. Tell me why. Bingo! So you see, when you were really taken to the prosecutor's office wasn't the screwdriver, but the victim's body in your trunk. exactly. Unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Sky! Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite. It's a photo of the body being taken from the trunk. Objection, Your Honor. Nope.
Objection!
Yes, Your Honor. Do I have any concrete proof? Damn it! It's no use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. No concrete evidence.
Objection!
I don't think so! We haven't had the honor of hearing her testimony. In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony. Oh, yes. She might not be willing to tell the truth, though. But we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. defendant, Miss Lana Sky. She was in the parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task, to dispose of the victim's body in accordance with a certain someone's orders. Huh? What? Thanks for your help, Edgeworth. What do you mean? Maya! So now Ferry has the right to refuse to testify. Risk. What do you mean by that? He forfeits the right to say anything, too. Exactly, Emma. So she heard everything that was going on. I apologize for what I said before, Emma. Follow Chief Gant's orders. That must be why she became so cold. Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery. He can't fool my memory. I see. Emma, let me wait. Got that right, Edgeworth. It is time to end this. Now! Like I said, I did say I was gonna end this tonight. That's exactly what I plan to do. If I have to pull an all-nighter, so be it. Now then, will the defendant, Miss Solana Sky, please take the stand? Miss Solana Sky, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you. Please provide the court your testimony, Miss Sky. Remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth. Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant. Gant and the fabrication. I don't buy it. There's no time to start second-guessing myself. Go at it, Your Honor. Hold it. How many years exactly? She must have been good, coming from the same school as me, huh? David Gant was a respectable detective, that's right. Hold it! Think about it, Miss Sky. You did not murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. Hold it. Did you do so to help your sister? But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything. That's where you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago? Hold it. So you did this all by yourself? Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? What? Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark? That is so. What happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife. That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover her lies with more lies. When you found the scene like this, what did you do? You planted the tip of Dark's knife inside the wound? Why? I don't buy it. When you showed up at the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? The body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there? Hold it. Pieces of the jar, you mean? More expedient to move the body. You first found the body, the jar was already shared to pieces. Neil Marshall was dead and Dark was already lying unconscious. What's the matter, Emma? I don't buy it. There must be a contradiction here somewhere. No. I don't buy it.